No, I'm letting him up
better.
with this swiper because he jumps on you all the time when you say something wild. When the Basketball Hall of Fame comes up, they look at my resume. They look at what I did. They don't ask me if I'm nicer with the. They don't ask me if I'm nicer with the field than Rondo. They don't ask me if I could jump higher than Vince Carter. They ask me, what did you do? Ron, we had a conversation a couple of days ago about is Dennis Schroder going to the Hall of Fame. So you guys are clear. Let's see. Tony Kukoc, Drazen Petrovic, who else am I thinking of? Tony Kukoc, Drazen Petrovic, Dirk Nowitzki,
Oscar Schmidt.
Not Oscar Schmidt. Oscar Schmidt is on the list. I'm sorry. And I feel like I'm leaving. I want to say Sergey. I think that's his name. All 5 of these guys have won the FIBA World Championships MVP. Not only did they win the FIBA World Championships MVP, they also won the EuroBasket MVP. And all of these guys are in the Hall of Fame. Just want to put that out.
Not Oscar Schmidt. Sorry, I thought you were just talking about Hall of Famers.
All of these guys.
Pau Gasol's on that list.
Pau Gasol too, and Pau Gasol is on that list. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dennis Schroder was the FIBA Player of the Year, very much like Pau Gasol. So, I mean, I think Dennis Schroder has put together a career for himself. We get wrapped up in the logic of it just being the NBA and not remembering that it is the Basketball Hall of Fame. And he got better numbers than Marshallonis, so we clear. He's got better numbers than Marshallonis, and he's also got better numbers. And I know that you guys don't want to hear this. He's got better numbers than Tony Kukoc too.
That's
put that out there.
Plus, he's played for like 23 NBA teams.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty incredible.
So I would not be. He might not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I'm not going to go that far, right? But with the stuff that he's done internationally and how good he's been in the NBA over the course of like 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, I think he's got a case. I would not be surprised if I saw him in 10 years in the Hall of Fame. That would not surprise me at all with Dennis Schroder.
He's going to make the Hall of Fame, chill. But it's situations like this where I just completely feel like we need to separate. Like they need to separate the Hall of Fame, bro. Like there should be an NBA Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he should be in the same Hall of Fame as Michael Jordan and
that's what I was about to ask you, real talk. You're not comfortable walking in the Hall of Fame and seeing a bust of Dennis Schroder, and then right next to that Jordan. You ain't cool with that?
Yeah, no. They need to break that up. But off of his resume, though, like you just outlined, because he's on par with some other players that have made the Hall of Fame. So I mean, he's not
contributed to basketball though. He's contributed to basketball in a major way.
I didn't say he didn't contribute to basketball. When did I say that?
Well, that's what the Basketball Fame is for. It's for extraordinary contributions to the game of basketball. Well, he's contributed plenty to the NBA. I understand it's not to the level of some of the players that made the Hall of Fame.
That's what Real Talk is talking about.
But then are you going to retroactively remove Tony Kukoc because he wasn't some sort of superstar in the NBA?
Or maybe we can just split Tony Kukoc.
No, I'm just
split
Tony Kukoc. Yeah, split Tony Kukoc and put Tony Kukoc in the Basketball Hall of Fame and the NBA Hall of Fame or the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, he's not in that.
Okay. Well, I think the difficulty though is like Oscar Schmidt, for instance. Mm-hmm. Chill, you know who that is.
I do know.
He's a dominant scorer. He absolutely is in the hall of the best basketball players that have ever played the sport. Sure. But he didn't do anything in the NBA, like at all. So I think
he never played in the NBA. I don't even remember him coming to the NBA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think for me personally, it's the same thing with the FIFA stuff with the as Ox eats his egg and bacon sandwich. It's the same thing with me saying that, like, when you're looking at Eurobasket and you get MVP for being on the championship team, and then you move from, the best 5, you made it the furthest in the tournament. Like, I think that's fair. But I think that the other side of that, though, is for me is in the Basketball Hall of Fame, it's like everyone that's there currently, they all did something historic for the game in some way, shape, or form, whether it's college, whether it's obviously WNBA, whether it's overseas, international. I mean, even baked into the argument, Chill, that like, I was thinking that maybe we should prioritize winning at an international level more. Carmelo Anthony has 4 medals, 3 gold and 1 bronze. I think Kevin Durant has 4 gold now. So yeah, it would have been 12, 16, 21, 12, 24.
And 24, sure.
Like, and honestly, I said yesterday on Locked On that, like, if we actually considered that stuff to be the level that it should be, we would call all of those players winners. because they literally have won more at that level than anyone else in the sport. Anybody.
But what I don't want to do is I don't want to look at what Dennis Schroder did and him being first team all Eurobasket and because they were winning. Well, he got busy in this tournament.
No,
let's not act like let's not act like he was just just playing and he was just fortunate enough to be on a good team, right? That's number one. Number two, real talk, when I do something one time, more times than not, it's going to be like, well, you did this one time, and then that's just it. Well, Dennis Schroder ends up winning the MVP of the FIBA World Championships. Well, he compounds that by coming to the World Basketball Tournament, to the Eurobasket Tournament. Not only them winning it, he wins the MVP of that too. I think that when you do something more than once, I feel like it stamps you, and I feel like it stamps who you are. And I feel like Dennis Schroder, as an international player, I think he's going to go down in history as one of the best to ever do it.
Chill, but we got to tell the truth about it, Chill. We got to tell the truth about it. The reason that Americans don't hold it in as high regards is because the Oklahoma City Thunder will beat the dog out of Germany.
Right. I mean, the NBA champion would.
I'm with you. It's like it's like the Golden State with KD rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we won the gold medal, but it's like it was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to go over there and win the gold medal when we got Melo and KD and Kobe and LeBron and all of them on the same team. Like, I get what Swipe was saying though. Like, it should be valued, but at the same time, it's like that's the expectation. Also,
winning is winning.
We can send 5 NBA teams over there. And it's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
I get that part.
We got to be honest. We got to be honest. Like, I respect the rest of the world in their basketball ability and how they've come a long way and how some of those teams are competing now. But we can send a bunch of NBA teams over there and we beat, like, come on, man. It's cool to win the medal, but that's not even, it's not the highest level of basketball.
But I get that. But in the process of me understanding how good a team like Oklahoma City is and how they would dominate in the Eurobasket, but I can also respect how good Dennis Schroder is too. We talk about the international players in the NBA all the time, right? And we talk about how good they are in this game. We talk about how good Joker is. We talk about Giannis being the best player. Real Talk thinks Giannis is the best player in the world, right? And
I do too.
This is an international player. Then that's all I'm talking about when I talk about these guys being great. So when Dennis Schroder gets on this German national team and they do something fantastic as a national team, I'm not going to slight Dennis Schroder as a player in the NBA because he's playing on the national team in Germany. No,
you shouldn't slight Dennis Schroder, but you shouldn't say that makes him a Hall of Famer. Dennis Schroder's not a top 10 international guy in the NBA. Now, when he goes over there, he does his thing. I acknowledge that. We all acknowledge that. Shout out to Dennis Schroder. That's where the love stops. You know what I'm saying? It's 100%. Like, damn, Dennis, you did your thing over there. You got MVP or whatever. Good job, brother. That's where it ends. It's not he's a Hall of Famer. No, the fuck he's not. Excuse my language, Ron. No, the heck he's not. He's not. And it's
why not? Why not, Ox? Why not, Ox?
What?
Why not?
Like I just said, that's not the highest level of basketball. It's not.
And in the highest level of basketball, which is the NBA, I came over here and got busy. It's not like I came over here and I was just
a couple times. All right. You know what, Dennis? I challenge you, Dennis. Dennis, I challenge you to light the beam. Okay, Dennis? Light the beam, Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Light that beam, Dennis, and let's see how dope you are, Dennis. You know what I'm saying?
See, we just talked.
I like Dennis Schroder. I'm not trying to slight Dennis Schroder either. All I'm saying is we have to be realistic about this.
Kind of slight.
We have.
What's he supposed to do about that weak beam in Sacramento?
I don't think he's supposed to do anything about it, Swiper, and that's why
I guess that's what I'm saying. That's not fair to him if he has to lift up that boat.
You've never heard me say that I think that Dennis Schroder and the Sacramento Kings are gonna be a top. You never heard me say that. So what I'm saying is, if you're a Hall of Famer, Dennis, show us you're a Hall of Famer. That's what I'm saying. Don't show me you're a Hall of Famer over there. Because to Real Talk's point, I agree.
Is Rajon Rondo a Hall of Famer?
There should be bro, we're not talking about Dennis Schroder or Rajon Rondo.
I'm just asking a question.
Why not?
Because he's nowhere near.
If Dennis Schroder, matter of fact, Ron, if Dennis Schroder played for that Celtics team, he'd be just as good.
No. I'm definitely not going there.
Dennis is a better pull-up shooter, better three-point shooter.
Fellas, we got 3 people talking at once.
You're right. Y'all be quiet.
Saucier handles.
There should be an NBA Hall of Fame and a basketball Hall of Fame because Dennis Schroder belongs in the European Hall of Fame or the German Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? But there's no reason we should pretend like Dennis Schroder is a top 75 player in the world today.
I do want to say this though, Ox, about it.
He's not Swiper. He's not a top 75 player in the world.
If you ask me, if you give me a matter of fact,
they ain't got nobody's asking you.
Real talk. We did
a top 75.
We think Derek White is a top 75 player in the NBA. I think a lot of people do think he's top 50, top 60. I mean, I think ball knowers know he's top 75. I heard somebody give a very salient argument up here that Dennis is clearly better offensive engine than Derek White.
You didn't agree with that argument at all.
What you mean I didn't agree? I thought it was a great argument.
Didn't respect now.
Oh, wow. I mean, it was a basically like who can run offense better on a bad team and needs a ball handler and stuff like that. I remember that argument. It was a solid argument. However, Derek White, I mean, is better than Dennis Schroder in the NBA. Like, I don't.
Does longevity not get any credit at all? Like, does 12 years of being a really good basketball player not?
He's really good, but we're talking about.
Hey, you asked me. Rajon Rondo was a journeyman at 12 too.
Hold up.
The Hall of Fame isn't some credit we're just handing out to everybody.
Here's the Hall of Fame.
You have to reach.
Okay.
Don't forget too.
Okay, put Garrett Temple in the Hall of Fame too.
Go ahead, Chill.
Ron, don't forget.
Go ahead, Chill.
Today is Dennis Schroder's birthday, by the way.
Yeah, 31.
Hall of Fame on his birthday.
Yeah, 32 years old. And to your point, Ox, so he's been in the league for 12 years. In them 12 years, right? 5 of them 12 years, which is almost half. I'm 17-6 for half of that, right? For half of that, I'm 17-6.
That's good. That's not Hall of Fame.
Which okay, you know what is Hall of Fame? What's Hall of Fame is, in addition to the 17-6 that I did for the 5 of the 12 years that I've been in the league, the fact that I went over to Europe, the fact that I played internationally and I got busy. Compound that with what I did, and there we go.
Is Stephon Marbury in the Hall of Fame? Is Stephon Marbury in the Hall of Fame?
Stephon Marbury should be in the Hall of Fame for what he did internationally and in the NBA. Yes, he should.
For what he did in Beijing.
But Stephon didn't win no gold medals. He didn't win silver medals. He didn't do that. And here's I just want to say this, Ox, and real talk. Okay, if there is an NBA and a European Hall of Fame and they get separated, so be it. Dennis won't be in the NBA Hall of Fame. He'll be in the European Hall of Fame. Yep. However, it's not, and based on what he's done, his ass need to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care about his NBA. I don't care about his NBA production. From what you did for your country that a lot of people haven't done for their countries, you get it. You got it.
Well, here's the thing. If you're not impressed, if you're not impressed by his 13.9, if you're not impressed by his 13.9 points per game on his career, then you shouldn't be impressed by the 9.8 points per game that Rajon Rondo averaged on his career.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I'm saying here is I think Rajon is better. I do. He was an all-star and he's a better defender and all that.
What are you impressed with, Ox?
But here's the thing.
His basketball game.
Rajon Rondo 1.9 box plus minus in year 12. Can Dennis Schroder surpass that this year?
No. Sorry, what did he have? What did he have? Sorry, what did you say?
What kind of box plus minus? One more time.
Me? Rajon Rondo in year 12 had a 1.9 box plus minus. Do you think Dennis Schroder can surpass that in year 12?
And Swiper is trying to put a
bad in trying to encourage him. Yeah, that's
Swiper, you're encouraging bad behavior.
But wait.
So if I have an opinion, it's a bad opinion. Okay, so my opinion is not respected on this microphone.
Swiper number one.
Shout out to Dennis Schroder, but he's been negative box minus pretty much his entire career.
Something bad, you don't give him ice cream and say, "Yeah, keep doing that." No.
Okay. You tell me. First and foremost,
I thought this was
no. Swiper him up with this Swiper because he jumps on you all the time when you say something wild. When the Basketball Hall of Fame comes up, they look at my resume. They look at what I did. They don't ask me if I'm nicer with the. They don't ask me if I'm nicer with the pill than Rondo. They don't ask me if I could jump higher than Vince Carter. They ask me, what did you do? Okay, this is what I did over the course of 17 years. This is what I did over the course of 14 years. And what they do is they measure this up with other people in the Basketball Hall of Fame. And when you look at Dennis Schroder's resume, and when you look at what he's done over the course of the last 12 years, it looks like a Hall of Fame resume. Yes, it does.
He's going to make the Hall of Fame.
This has nothing to do with him being a better player than Rajon Rondo. This has nothing to do with him being nicer with the pill than Rajon Rondo, him being a better passer than Rajon Rondo. This is what I did in my career. And when the people in the Hall of Fame look at my resume, they're going to say, this looks like a Hall of Fame resume. It might not be a first ballot Hall of Fame
Kevin
resume.
Johnson?
Is it better than Kevin Johnson?
Is he better than Kevin Johnson?
As a player?
Yes, as a player, as a basketball player.
You know what would be great, Ox? You know what would be great? If we had a best player Hall of Fame. That would be great. But we don't have that. That would be fantastic if we had that. That would be great if we had. We don't. We don't.
Writing resumes and
we don't.
All the way to the Hall of Fame.
Bro. Man, Ox and Real Talk getting cooked at the same time by Chill.
Only except
all right,
you're not good
all right,
at this
fellas.
Thing,
fellas.
Real quick, Ron. Just so you know, Ox, Kevin Johnson is a better player than Dennis Schroder. So we clear.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, we know that.
83 million people in Germany, you know? 83 million people.
How many people
don't act like he's representing some small island out here. 83 million people think this guy is delivering them the greatest success in their program's history. And if you don't think that's a contribution to basketball worth acknowledging,
I got a weak ass program, and this is the first time that he did this. It's
not obviously it ain't weak. Obviously it's not weak.
Fellas,
obviously it's not.
Fellas.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ron.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.